Welcome back, everyone. And we have Sharon back on the couch with us, bringing us yet another enlightening conversation. What are we talking about today?
Morning, Zoe. I think today we're going to be talking about simplicity through nature.
Okay.
And if anybody knows me, they know that I'm bare feet at home and I'm always groveling
The
in
heels
the
get
garden.
put on for special occasions.
Yes, only special occasions. Then it takes me about a week to adjust to get into those shoes. And so nature is so therapeutic for us. And I actually placed an article on Facebook yesterday around the importance of nature for us as human beings, and how we tend to, in today's society, with media and technology and all the pressure and the demands of day-to-day life, we have to speed things up and we have to move so fast, and almost like our body and our sensory system and our emotions just can't keep up with all the demands, and we just take so much on, and we have got to do such a lot. We've got to multitask all the time. And so we don't really give our bodies enough time to really kind of integrate and adjust and heal. And so nature is so important for us to actually heal and to clarify the mind. And a lot of people, and I'll invite you to come over to my place one day and you can experience the energy there. But it's when people come through to visit our premises, where Chandramala facilitates team building and strategy sessions and just renewal getaways. You come there and you can come with the biggest load of concerns and troubles and worries, but as soon as you walk through the garden and down to the river, you come back up again and you just feel so much relieved and so much more relaxed. And so people always ask, so what is it about? Have you got something going on? But it's nature. And so this is the gift that us as human beings have, is if we spend more time in nature, we are healed and nourished from such a deep level, because nature directly impacts our endocrine system, our immune system, as well as all our emotional bodies. And automatically they're sort of like a sponge, and they draw all the confusion, negativity, the bad self-talk. Actually draws out of our system, and we feel so much relaxed and so much more clearer by being in nature.
That's insane. And it's just a good testament to the fact that you want to be so careful of the vibe that you surround yourself around on a day-to-day basis, like at home, in the office. That's why I suppose that's where you come in, because if people are going to an office space that has that negative vibe, you can't expect the best from people. I mean, we were discussing this morning that I love the moment I walk in through the door of the studio here. It's just like the positive energy in the studio hits me every single morning, and I just can't help but be happy and just be like, oh, this is awesome, I'm here, aren't I the luckiest girl in the world?
Absolutely.
That's insane. And that's where you come in professionally, helping people.
That's right,
deal
yes.
with that.
Because most of the people are working in a concrete jungle, and the environment isn't necessarily conducive, or it hasn't been aligned. But in particularly, it's important, especially when we do team building or we do strategy sessions, and we're really wanting to help our staff or our people, our family members even, to really be at an optimal level, not only emotionally, but mentally and physically. The benefits of actually doing any sort of facilitation or time out, a picnic out in nature, is so beneficial for us. You know, from a mental wellness point, I mean, I know that globally everybody's on mental health, and nature is so therapeutic for us on a mental health state. And so it's important. That's why we have a lot of old age homes and hospitals that allow pets to come in. They've always got a plant, because it's nature. There's no judgment, there's no prejudice, there's no negativity, because nature only knows one thing, which is the path of least resistance, which is grow, flourish, bloom, blossom, which is amazing, where human beings have a tendency, because they're coming more from a cognitive point, and it's all in the mind, and they've got to analyze and analyze and analyze, and eventually they're so past analyzing that they don't even know who they are. And so we see these beautiful benefits of when you look at a family that maybe is disconnected, and they're either all on their cell phones, etc., and you take them for a weekend away in nature, where maybe there's a river or by the ocean, and you notice how they connect. it's almost as if it's like a fresh new family. And so nature has this ability to
A fresh start.
a fresh start, to connect us from one person to another. And so a lot of acceptance, a lot of allowance, but it's that connection. It's like something that we really need more of that.
Yes.
Is nature.
Well, I'm very lucky. I'm getting my fresh start this weekend. We're going to the Berg.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
I deliberately love going to the place that's the furthest away. We're like really close to the Lesotho border.
Oh,
and
lovely.
it's just, it takes us ages to get there. We have to do a whole weekend shopping because we're not going back. It takes an hour to get to like the nearest shop. And I'm so excited because I grew up on a farm
Oh,
in the middle of
wonderful.
nowhere. And it took us like 40 minutes to get to Mshlali Spa.
That's the best.
So when Spa still used to be in Mshlali Main Street, that is. And I just got so used to not being able to see my neighbours. Our nearest neighbours were a few hills over, and we were all horsey people. So meeting up with the neighbours was, get on your horses and we'll meet on that one tree, on that one junction, on that hill right over there. That was my childhood.
And they're so therapeutic.
That's what
it's
I
so
was used to.
healthy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And now I can see my neighbours where I had to get used to life. We couldn't live in the sticks forever. So I love having an excuse to get away. And you're right, it is like a fresh start because we crave it, both my husband and I. For him, it's just fly fishing, just sitting on the water.
And that's so relaxing and so therapeutic.
Yeah. And now my eldest boy is old enough to join in.
Wonderful.
So he's going to be learning how to fly fish this weekend.
Fantastic.
As best as a little one can.
It sounds exciting and so
Yes.
relaxing and so therapeutic for families
Yes.
to do more of that.
It's incredible how we just crave it.
Yes.
Like with every weekend that you go, we're planning the next one.
Oh, wonderful.
Because it's funny how before having kids, we were there every month. And it definitely is good for the soul.
Yes,
And
very
despite the
good.
fact that we have kids and it's harder, I think it is important for everybody to
It is. It might
get-
be
to
harder.
still try and do it.
Yes, yes. It might be harder from a time point to juggle everything, but I think it's very important for children to spend a lot of time in nature.
That's
Good for
phenomenal.
them.
Yes, it is, especially as you said, disconnecting from technology for a little bit. It's hard. I have my cell phone on hand, always. I just can't help it. It's just an extension of my hand, isn't it?
I know.
But
That's
it's
life.
important to put it away every now and again. So
Absolutely.
what a fantastic message that is. Thank you. Well, you guys heard it. Put your cell phones down for a little while, guys. Turn the TV off and actually go and enjoy nature that is out there. So right after this, we're going to be having an ad break, and then we're going to be moving on to the entertainment segment, which would usually happen tomorrow, but it's going to be today, and that is an interview with Ashley Joseph, followed by the Weekend Vibe. Stick around.